This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. We are talking about SQL queries. I think we had completed group by class and group by class with where class. And today, let us see some more examples on the group by class. Let me go to SQL Server, and this is the table we are using now. I wanted to tell you one more new concept today. Okay, so that is group in a group. Okay, group in a group. So we can have a group by clause inside one more group by clause. So that is what is the concept today. For example, let me give you one good example. I wanted to know, for example, I have a class of students. Okay, I have thousands of students, and all these people are available in this room. So this is a room. Clear? So what I wanted to know, I wanted to know gender-wise number of people. So when I say gender-wise, group by class. So what you do? You will go to the room and you group them. This is a male group, and this is what is called female group, right? So you're going to be creating a group. So this is a male group, and this is what is called female group. If I ask you gender wise number of students, so what you do, you go to the room and you tell them that, guys, I wanted to have gender wise grouping. So what will happen? Two groups will get divided. So within that group, again, you're saying, I wanted to have in male group, again, I wanted to divide, vegetarian people and non-vegetarian people. I wanted to group them like that. So I wanted to say how many of them are vegetarian and how many of them, are non-vegetarian. So this is what is called group within a group. So in the female also, I wanted to have veg and non-veg people. For example, total male students are 30. Okay, so out of 30, how many people are vegetarian and how many people are non-vegetarian, guys? So I would like to know about it. So in this as well, vegetarian and non-vegetarian. So this is what is called gender-wise, food habits-wise number of people. So the total 30 we are having here. So here let us say we have 40 people, total female. So out of 30, let us say 10 guys are vegetarian and remaining 20 guys are non-vegetarian. So here you have 40, vegetarian guys are 0 and non-veg guys are 40, completely non-veg. Clear? So this is what is called group within a group. So how is the query? If you want me to write a query, so this is how we're going to be writing. Select, let us think, write the select later from the room. Okay, so you go to the room and you must write group by. So first gender, then second column you have food type. Okay, what kind of a food they take it. So gender wise food type, this is meaning is within the gender, you're going to be creating one more group. So this is a group within a group. Now, whatever you have them here, so you are going to be put them and you wanted to know number of people as a count. Clear? So this is what is the query. So how the execution is going to be happening? You go to the room first. So after that, what you do? You take your mic and in the mic you announce, guys, I wanted to have, grouping by gender. So this is the next execution. So how the execution is going to be happening, you should know. Clear? The execution always you're going to be executing from clause. Then if you have a where clause you can execute. Clear? So I don't have a where clause here. So I have to use group by clause. But within the group by clause, there are two columns are available. So gender and the food type. So are we going to execute both of them at a time? No. First, you go to the room and you tell them that, guys, I wanted to have two groups. That is, I want to have gender-wise grouping. So the complete crowd, the complete students are going to be dividing into first group. That is this group. What is the group I'm talking about? The group I'm talking about is this group, right? So this is the group I was going to be creating. So after that, what will happen? You're going to go here and you say, guys, within your group, again, I wanted to have them, another group called food type. So like vegetarian is one group, non-veg is another group. So within this group, again, the next step is also going to be one more group by. So group by gender is going to be happening first. Then again, group by is going to be happening. Remember this again, group by is going to be happening. So now group by is going to be done by the food type wise. Clear? So the next is what is called, the fourth step is called aggregation. Aggregation means, what is aggregation? Counting. So after that, you have the crowd, you're going to be, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like that, you're going to be counting. Now, after counting, you should be able to display. What you need to display? You have to display gender and the food type and count. So then the fifth one is display. So display is going to be happening with the help of select. Clear? So display is going to be happening. So how the display is going to be happening? Gender, then we have food type, then we are going to say CNT count. Gender male and vegetarian, we have 10 guys. Clear? So gender male, vegetarian, we have 10 guys. Are you clear? Now, gender male, non-veg 20. So we have gender male. So here, non-veg, non-vegetarian, we are going to be having 20. The next one is female, again, vegetarian. So unfortunately, vegetarian is zero. Nobody is there. All 40 people belong to non-veg. So we are not going to get that. Simply we get this. And we're going to get this. We're supposed to get total 2 into 2, 4 combinations, but one combination is missing. Why? So that is zero. If you have a zero, that will not be there in your printing. So veg 10 and non-veg 20, veg 0, 0 will not be there, but we will have non-veg 40. So we have two groups, 2 into 2, you have 2 into 2, 4. 4 rows you're supposed to get it in the display, but we are getting only 3 because the group by clause is not going to display if you have 0 there. Clear? So that is also one more point you need to understand. So this is what is called, a group within a group. Clear? So you can have country wise, within the country, you can have gender wise. For example, I have a country, India, America, Africa, like that. I have countries, 3 countries are available. So if I say country wise, gender wise, so you can have lot many varieties. So you can say country wise, okay, country wise, then gender wise, then food type wise. So whatever you're having it here, the same columns have to be, there in your select list, so that whenever you display the data, it will be, good. So you can have a country, within the country you can have a gender, within the country you have a food type. For example, there are 3 countries, 3 into 2 into 2, so 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12 combinations you will be able to get. Clear? So country, let us say India, country America, country Africa. Clear? South Africa, let us take. So what happens now? So you have 3 countries and 3 into 2 genders, right? And we're going to be using food type within that, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. If you have zeros, you're not going to get the result set. So you can have a group within a group. For example, I wanted to know year wise, month wise, quarter wise, semester wise, what is the sales? Or people will say country wise, state wise, city wise, town wise, what is the sales? I wanted to know the sales or number of people and what is the population. So all these things can be done with the help of a group by clause. Are you clear? So how the execution is going to be happening? First, you go to the room and you going to be grouping with the help of a country. Within the country, what you do, you have three groups are going to be created. Clear? Let me take new thing. And if you have students from different countries, let us say first will be country India, country let us say America, and country let us say we have South Africa. So then next one is called, within that we can have male and female, and this is a male group and a female group. Like that, we are going to be having a male group and a female group. Clear? The first one is country. What is the country? Let us say India. The next country is called, let us say, America. Let us say USA. Okay. The next one is, let us say, SA, South Africa. We have these three countries. So within that, I'm going to be having male, and inside, let us say, female, right? So again, we have males and we have females. So like that, the groups are going to happen. So this is what is called male group. Okay, this is what is called male group. But within the male group, I wanted to know, within the female group, again, I wanted to know how many people are vegetarian and non-vegetarian. So here we have veg and we have non-veg. Clear? Veg and we have non-veg. Vegetarian and non-vegetarian. So like that, vegetarian and non-vegetarian. So like that. So total 3 into 2 into 2. So you have 12 combinations. Male vegetarian and male non-vegetarian. Female vegetarian and female non-vegetarian. Have you seen these combinations? This is how the things would happen. Clear? So India, male vegetarian, how many? And non-vegetarian, how many? NV. So non-vegetarian means NV. So we need to print India, male vegetarian, India, male non-vegetarian, India, female vegetarian, India, female non-vegetarian, USA, male vegetarian, USA, male non-vegetarian, USA, female vegetarian, USA, female non-vegetarian. So like that, we are going to get three. So three countries and two genders, and again two food type. So 3 into 2 into 2, we going to get 12 records. Clear? If you have four countries, 4 into 2 into 2. Clear? So like that we can have. If we have four countries and each country is having its own states, then you will have different combinations are going to be there, going to be available in that. Clear? So all these things can be achieved with the help of a group by clause. Clear? So this is what is called a group in a group. I wanted to know one example. I wanted to know branch wise, comma, product wise, branch wise, product wise, number of customers. Now how the execution is going to be happening? We know that there is a branch. We know that there is a branch. So this is the branch that is there already. Okay. Within the branch, we have four types of products. Could be savings bank, loan account, fixed deposit, recurring. So branch wise, product wise means, I told you wise means group by clause. So what you do? You simply take this query as it is. After from clause, we're going to be using a group by clause. Group by branch means BRID. Then we're going to be having a product means product ID. Then number of customers. So whatever the columns are available, you remove the star here. You're going to be putting like this and saying count. Count means number of people. As you can give anything. So this is how the execution is going to be happening. See now. So there are 9 branches are available, right? So how do you know 9 branches are available? So we can see branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, branch 4. Lot of branches are available. Branch 8, 9, 6. Total 9 branches are available. If you ask me the combination, if you ask me the diagrammatically, so this is the table, account master table. So within the table, all the data. from hard disk. All the data from the hard disk is going to be copied to the RAM. Now it's going to be dumping BR1 data. This is BR1 data, BR2 data, BR3, BR4, dot, dot, dot. All the data is going to come here. Clear? So this is BR1. This is BR2. This is what is called BR9. So all branches are going to be grouping like this. So within the branch one, you got to have product wise. How many products we have? We have four products. So what are the four products that I'm going to be showing you now? Already you have seen. You can go to any branch. You can open only these four products. What are the products they're offering? Offering savings bank account, or you can apply for a loan account, or you can apply for a recurring deposit account. Okay, recurring deposit, and they have fixed deposit. These are the four combinations of the accounts you have. Clear? In this also savings bank, loan account. So total 9 into 4, total 9 branches into 4, you supposed to get 36 combinations. But when you have anything is zero, that combination will be missing. Clear? So we supposed to get 36, but are we getting 36 combinations? Let us say 25 only. Something is missing here. I wanted to order the data, order by one. One means first column. First column, if I don't specify anything which is ascending, either you can specify like this, or if you don't specify anything which is ascending order, let me execute it. So I'm able to see there are four combinations in this. Have you seen? There's four combinations. BR1, okay, BR recurring deposit. Now you got to see BR2, and BR2 something is missing. If you're not able to see clearly, you can simply take this and copy with headers. Go to this corner. Copy means copy. Copy with header means column name. Copy. Go open your Excel sheet. Always you can do the testing, everything is properly coming or not. Just go and control V paste. Let me increase the font so that you can easily understand. So this is the column. See now, there are four combinations are available here. This is BR1 combinations. BR2, we are getting only three. Something is missing here. Have you seen this? What is missing? So LARDSB something is missing. FD is zero here because FD is zero, it is not printing. BR3, all combinations are available in this as well. Now you see all the combinations are available in this. Okay. Now again BR4, all combinations are available. Now BR5, only two combinations are available. Okay, so you can see something is missing. FD and LA is there, and the savings bank accounts are not opened yet. Clear? And BR6 again only two combinations. BR7 only two. BR8 two. BR9 only two. You should be able to understand how the things are happening. Clear? If you wanted to create a beautiful, report, you should be able to create nice charts also. So let us go to insert and go here, and you should be able to create this kind of a, this one. So it can give you a beautiful chart like this. So it is BR1, these combinations. So can we create anything other than this? So there are a lot of things are available here. We can create this kind of a beautiful chart if you want to create. Clear? You can simply go to this chart windows, and you can also create a lot of other types as well. Yeah, clear? So a lot of things you can create. This is what is called a dashboard. This is what is called data analytics, creating your data, dumping your raw data into your SQL server, and later people should be able to analyze in how the things are happening in the company. and which product is selling very, very high. So in which product more customers are available, we can see more customers are available in the product called savings bank. So maximum times. Have you seen this? So maximum times you're going to be having compared to other products. So people would ask you all these queries. Which product is showing good trend in our bank? So that we can decide with the help of after doing aggregations, the company management wanted to understand which is the product which is doing very, very good across all branches. So this kind of a analytics can be done later point in time. Clear? So we are storing the data. After storing the data, we are creating a lot of group by and aggregating the data. After aggregating the data, the management of the company will analyze the data. We'll analyze. This is the data. Then using this data, we can analyze a lot of things, right? Which is the product which is not doing at all good, right? Which is the product and which is having more and more customers. So something like that. People wanted to analyze this kind of a data. So who's going to be analyzing? The management, people who have done MBAs. So they are managers in the company. They are there to increase the sales of the company. Sales people, especially, are going to be doing data analysis, not the technical people. Technical people are going to be supporting the sales team. So we are the technical people. We collect the data, we dump the data, we create tables, we create primary keys, foreign keys, and we create a lot of queries. We give them these reports. So end of the day, we are going to help. We are going to help whom? We are going to be help the sales people, decision makers, because sales people wanted to increase their sales. If they wanted to increase their sales, they should know the facts. They should know how the company is happening. They should know how the products are going. So which product not happening good, which is the product which is selling very, very high in the market. So end of the day, we are going to be using group by clause. Clear? So inside the queries, we're going to be using group by clause. So lot of analytics. Which clause is going to be used? Group by clause plus aggregations. So instead of having count star, I wanted to know sum of C balance, because one of the column is C balance. I wanted to know what is the total balance. Okay, you can have any calculation like this, right? So let me execute it. Instead of a counter, I wanted to know, so which is the product which is having good revenue, in terms of, monthly collections or average collections, whatever you wanted to have it. So this is the one I wanted to have it. Let me create this and let me increase this font as well to 20. Clear? So you should be able to create a report like this and submit these reports to the people, so they can understand which is the branch. For example, let me take only branch BR1 and create a simple a column chart. Okay, and give this column chart to the management. Okay, I can give this column chart to management, so they'll be happy, right? By seeing this figure, they know SB is doing very, very good in this. Clear? Tomorrow you want to do, change it to BR2. So without seeing the numbers, you can see the graph and everything. So data analysis is done not on the numbers, on the chart, because it is very, very easy for anybody to understand the charts rather than the numbers. So convert the textual data, numbering data into charts, and these reports are useful. To create this kind of a reports, we need the data. Data always comes from where? From the databases. So data will be coming from databases, and these reports are normally created with the help of Excel sheet. When 10 years back, 10 years back, people were copying the data. However, I'm copying the data. People will go here, copy the data and paste it to Excel and create manually a report. And these reports are given to the sales people. Now everything is automated. You need not copy. Automatically reporting tools like SSRS, Power BI, Tableau, these will go to database, get the data. They aggregate the data, they create this kind of reports automatically. Clear? And these reports are mailed to the sales people, business management people. So everything is automatically happening. So end of the day, what are we going to do? We are only storing the data. Clear? But make sure that whatever be the data that has been stored, that is cleaned data. Clear? If the data is not so cleaned data, so whatever you put in is wrong, comes out will be wrong, right? If you have duplicated data, if you have wrong entries, if wrong entries are available, definitely you will see wrong outputs, wrong data analytics. Clear? So data can be stored in anywhere. Could be data also can be stored in Excel sheets, or it may be stored in flat file, or maybe in databases, but cleaned data always available in your databases. Now you take the data, you create this kind of a reports. So the number one reporting tool in this world is Excel. Excel is number one reporting tool anybody can create. People who don't know about IT, people who do not know about computers, so those people can easily create lot of beautiful dashboards. This is what is called a dashboard. So they give a sheet name is called dashboard. That's it. Dashboard means a summary. Dashboard means a summary. So dashboard on sales, like that they create lot of data. This is a dashboard. Okay, dashboard, let us say, on marketing or sales, or dashboard for HR people, how many new employees have joined, how many employees have resigned. So like that, dashboard for sales, dashboard for HR. So you're going to be getting HR data and creating this kind of a reports. Clear? So this was happening 20 years back in the IT industry. So this kind of a reporting is called as MIS reporting, Management Information System. Clear? You would have studied this. People work creating lot of data and creating lot of group by clause and everything. And there is a team so who knows good Excel sheets. So those people are recruited in the IT company, and this data copied from where? From Oracle to Excel, or from SQL Server to Excel, and they create a lot of reports. And these people less paid guys. Okay. Now these people are called as MIS reporting, Management Information System Reporting. So slowly the MIS was called, named as data analytics. Slowly this is the thing is got changed, right? So the new name is given called data analytics, business intelligence, right? So people are giving different names. For example, we have a hotel, then after that they said cafe, then they said restaurants, then say, like, again, lot of the beautiful names have been given, but more are same: data analytics, business intelligence, and reporting, dashboards, KPIs. All these are, end of the day, you're going to be analyzing the data, right? Business intelligence and data warehousing technologies, data analytics, business analytics. Clear? MIS reporting, or people will just simply create reports. Okay, so these are more beautiful names given to the same thing. Earlier it was MIS reporting, Management Information System Reporting, that was done in many companies. I was working in a company called Unilever 20 years back in 1999 and 2000, 2001. I was working for Unilever. This very big company. So one of the branches in India. So I was there. So there are a lot of MBA guys are recruited, and morning to evening, these people are completely, taking the data from us, and these MBA guys are creating a lot of reports for themselves, and they used to attend the meetings with their bosses, and they'll say, this is a sales happen for this product in this country and this state, and this is how it's going on, and how to increase the sales, how to decrease the sales, how to promote our sales. So a lot of things people used to discuss, and they'll create a lot of ads in the TVs, magazines, and a lot of discounts on the products. All these things for business improvement purpose. Clear? So that is what is called a data analytics means. We are there as a technical people to support those guys, because they don't know what is a primary key, what is a foreign key, what is a table, what is a group by clause. They don't understand, right? But we create, when they ask, give me a report on a brand wise, what is the sales for Dove soaps, what is the sales for quality ice creams, what is the sales, sales for Pond's powder. So like that, there are thousands of products are available. What is the sales for denim, or what is the sales for Axe deodorants, all these from this company only, right? So like that, data analytics KPIs, key performance indicators, BA, data warehousing, BA, dashboards, reports, all these are synonyms only. Okay, understand the past data. Clear? If you wanted to understand the data, so that can be done with the help of a great guy. That guy is called group by. Without a group by clause, you will not be able to do any kind of an aggregations. Clear? So remember this fact always. People would ask you, tell me what is the sales of Apple product? What is the sales of brand wise, you know, sales for last year. So brand means you have Apple, Apple products, phones, and you have Samsung phones. You have phones from different MI, and you have phones from Google, and a lot of Microsoft phones, Nokia phones. I want to have the sales, right? So we can have group by brand and our group by country, brand wise, year wise, and so total number of sales happened and what is the amount collected. So this is the report the customer, the Amazon people wanted to have. So last Christmas, what was the sales in India? So far, I wanted to have all the products of, let us say, a furniture category, electronics category, mobile phones category, like that. You may have a where clause, you may have a grouping, group by clause, you may have this one, that one. Everything is going to happen with the help of group by. So all aggregations, all data analytics are going to be happening with the help of group by and where clause only. Remember this point forever. So where clause is going to be eliminating the data. I need only for India. So what is the sales for last Christmas? And what is the sales in America in last Christmas? Last Christmas means that is a where clause. It's going to be giving last year, not the current year. Current year means 2021. Last year means 2020 Christmas sales, right? So one where clause is called 2020 and for America. So we're going to be filtering, and I wanted to have category wise. Category means what is the total sales for furniture category, mobile home appliances, clothes, blah blah blah. Clear, guys? And this is the purpose of a group by clause, and within a group you can have like this, and you can also apply where clause. For example, I wanted to know, I wanted to know branch wise, product wise number of customer in the year of, let us say, 2011. So this is a only for 1 year. I would like to see branch wise, product wise. So you need to go and write, year. So where is the year data? Year data is available in this, right? So if you wanted to get only year number, so there is a, if you write a DOO, you will be able to get only the date. But I wanted to get year. So you can say like this. You will be able to see year number. So what are the years? So this is the year. Have you seen this? Now I wanted to use the same technique here. So take this column. I wanted to say year 2011. So what is the total sales happened? First, you are going to go to this table, then filtering all the data. Filtering all the data, you're going to get only 2011 data. If it is a 2012 data, you're going to be eliminating that. Clear? So you wanted to get only the data, you can put this. So let me take this, stay star, all the data will be coming. But if I write where clause and this one is equivalent to 2011 data, you are going to get only 2011 data. See now. So total 42 rows are available. If I say 2012 data, you will be able to get no rows are available. 2013 or 2014 data, now you have no rows are available. 2020 data, let us say we have 2020 again, we have 18 rows are available. Clear? So like that, I can simply go eliminate some data. If you wanted to see the data, it will not going to execute. It is not going to happen. So you simply remove this and see whether you're getting perfect data or not. Let me execute like this. It is going to work. Now I wanted to write, so branch wise, product wise, what is the total sales happened for 2011 year? Clear? So this is the sales happened for 2011 year, and total we got 24 products. So first, how the execution? First from clause, then the where clause, then the group by clause. This one within that it is going to be happening. Then the summing is going to be happening. At the time of display, whatever be the column that is there, that you need to keep it here. Clear? If you don't keep it here, what happens? Nobody can understand what is the sales of this. This number belongs to what? This number belongs to what? Nobody knows, right? So when you say, if you don't keep these columns, whatever be the column it is there, if you're going to keep, then people can understand, okay, this is for this is for branch BR1 fixed deposit, and this is the sales. But if you don't keep them there, nobody can understand. There is no problem at all. The numbers are total 24 rows will come, but nobody can understand these numbers. This is a bad query you're writing. Clear? So always there is a rule. What is the rule? Whatever is available, the same thing has to be there. If it is not there also, no problem. It is going to work, but nobody can understand. Nobody can understand what these numbers mean, right? Nobody can understand what is the, this number means what. What is this? Nobody can understand. The right way is to write, copy these two columns and in the same order. Don't put them in the reverse order. Put them in the same order and paste and then put them, so that the people can understand, okay, this is the branch and this is the product. Clear? So the rule is that whatever is available here, it need not be there actually. It need not be there. Even though if it is, for example, I wanted to remove this. I wanted to remove this, no problem. So only this column will not get displayed, but numbers and everything will be as it is. Clear? So for example, you copy this, copy with headers. Okay. Let me say copy with headers. I'm going to be increasing this font. Okay. Now, this is my data. Okay. Now, if I remove this column, I removed one column and let me execute it. Now see, I got one column is missing, but numbers did not change. You copy this and compare. Okay. Numbers are not changing. You have 2700 BR1 FD is, this column is missing. This column is missing here, and the numbers are as it is, 2791 as it is, but you don't understand why BR1, why BR1, why BR2, why BR5, why multiple times BR4. You don't understand, but here clear, BR4 FD 10,000, BR4 LA this much. So if you don't put any column here, if you don't put any column here, nothing will happen. For example, if I remove this as well, the numbers will come as it is. There is no problem. You copy these numbers, copy with header, and you just put them there. Now see the numbers. See the number as it is in the numbers. Complete data is getting copied, but you're simply not displaying these two columns. Clear? If you remove something from here, nothing will happen. Everything, the numbers as it is will come. Clear? Even though you remove this, you remove, nothing will happen. The as it is, those numbers will come. So if I remove one column here, only display will not happen. It would have grouped it by branch ID, product ID, summing is also happened. At the time of displaying only, you are not displaying. Otherwise, everything is perfectly fine. Clear? But nobody can understand what is this for. So let me copy and paste it here, or let me copy and paste it here. Now you see, we are displaying only the product. Why FD these many times repeated? So why FD these many repeated? Because of different branches. Clear? You don't understand why is happening. The numbers are not changing. Have you seen this? So if you don't put anything there, nothing will happen. Copy, and always you better place all these columns. Even though you don't place it, it is not going to change these numbers. As it is, it will going to display. Clear? But if you have something here, if I remove, nothing will happen. But if I have something here, if I remove anything here, I have two things here, and I am removing something from here, will it work? Now let me execute. It is not going to work. Clear? So this will give you a bigger issue. So what is the issue? This is the issue. Read this. uh, PID is invalid in the select list because it does not contain either aggregate function or the group by clause. This is very important thing. So what is the thing? So it is saying, let me tell you one beautiful point. Okay. Now, the beautiful point is this: any column, any field present in the select clause other than the aggregate should be present in the group by clause. Okay. I have a column branch. If it is there, it has to be there. Product ID, if you have it something here, it has to be there. But if you remove like this, for example, product ID is here, it is not there. Okay. If you remove like this, you are going to get an error. Clear? So this is what is the story. If you have a column called DOO, now it is going to work. We're having this. But if you put one more column called DOO here, if something extra available here other than aggregate means this aggregate function, other than aggregate, this is here, this is here, this is here, this is here, this is there, it is not there. If something is not in the group by clause, this query will not work. Remember that. That is very big thing that you need to understand. You remove now, it is going to work. So now it is there, it is there, it is here, and it is there. If you have something here, that has to be there. Now it is going to execute. Clear? But if you have something, it need not be there. So that is not a problem at all. Clear? So that is the rule. What is the rule? The rule is very simple. Any field present in the select, if you have X, X has to be here. If you have a Y, Y has to be here. If you have a Z, Z has to be there, apart from aggregate function. Clear? Any field present in the select clause other than aggregate function should be present in the group by clause. Compulsory. If you have select P comma Q comma R, if you have three fields there, those three has to be here. Clear? Otherwise it's not going to work. But not the vice versa. I have two columns here, these columns need not be there, it is going to work, right? But not vice versa. Okay, but this query is not meaningful because I am not going to display any branch, any product ID, even though syntactically this query is perfectly fine. So this is the query. Even though I remove something, it is going to work. Clear? But the perfect query is always number of columns in select. If I have two columns, these two columns have to be there, and if you have two columns, the same columns have to be here as well. That is the perfect query apart from aggregate function. Clear? So if you have having two columns here, you can have same two columns here. If you have three columns here, same three columns have to be there. Clear? So this is very important thing. Whatever you have here, that has to be here mandatorily. It is mandate. But whatever is here, it need not be there. So it is going to work. If even though it is not there, it is going to work. But whatever you have something here, that has to be there. For example, you have A comma B comma C columns are there. So what is the this one? This A comma B have to be mandatorily, it has to be there. So this is the meaning. If we have some P comma Q comma R, it need not be there. Whatever is here, it has to be there. This is mandatory. Whatever is here, it need not be there. Still it is going to work. That is the thing. Clear? But the beautiful point is, if you have six columns here, you better have six columns there. If you have three columns, you better maintain only three columns. That is the beautiful thing that I would like to tell you. So this is what is called group by clause. It's very important thing to understand. Am I clear? Now you have discussed about many things. I wanted to tell you one more thing now. Okay. One more question I wanted to ask you. The question is, what is the purpose of a group by clause? That is the question. Can you answer me? Anyone? Now you know. What is the purpose of a group by clause? It is very simple, question and simple answer. That group by clause is used to group the data. That is the answer, right? If that is the answer, your answer is wrong, right? What is the purpose of a group by clause? It is very, very simple, sir. The purpose of group by clause is to group the data, grouping by gender, grouping by country, all the data I'm grouping it. See, if that is what is your answer, that means your answer is wrong. But what is the purpose of a group by clause? Let me tell you now. Okay? Many
Basically,
people think that,
get
yes.
the sum and average and everything, right?
Let me tell you what is
Okay.
the purpose of a group by clause. Okay. So I wanted to say one query, get all branches. This is the query. I go here, select star from account master table. Let me execute it. I'm able to get all the columns, right? All the columns, but I need only branches. I'll say branch ID because branches I need. This is the column I need. Let me execute it. So I'm able to see lot of branches, but do we have 64 branches? No, we don't have. So we have a lot of duplicates. To delete duplicates, I'm going to be using a keyword called distinct. Okay, so distinct is used to eliminate a duplicate br1, br2, br3, br4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clear? Get all branches. So this is the query I'm going to be using. Distinct is used. Distinct is the keyword, or you can say function, which is going to be used to eliminate a duplicate data. Clear? So this is the one. So the same query I can also write like this. What is the right? Select branch ID. Now you have a lot of duplicate data. Now what I do, I wanted to use group by branch. Now what will happen? All the BR1, BR2, you have eight groups like this. I'm going to be executing. Now I'm able to get those group names. Now this is one way of writing the same query. This is another way of writing the same query. Have you seen this? Both of them are giving me same data. But one thing is I have used distinct here. One more thing I have used group by here because group by clause is there to group the same data and the group name is BR1, BR2, BR3, BR4. Group names are given. So total 9 group names you're going to be printing. Clear? So this is my query and one student has written this. And for the same query, one more student has written this. And which one is the right one? Which one is the right one? So if I ask you, you don't know what is the right query here. But if you ask me, this query is the right query. Okay. But if you see the result set wise, both of them are perfectly fine. When you write like this also fine. When you write like this also fine. But I'm saying this is the right one to use. This is the bad choice. Why it is a bad choice? I'll tell you. Because if you think that group by clause is there only to group the data, then you can use anywhere. But what is the purpose of a group by clause? It is not there only to group the data. Let us understand this points clearly. What is that it is going to be doing? Let us read this. What is the purpose of a group by clause? Group by clause needs to be used only for aggregations. Do not use the group by clause if there is no aggregation. What is the meaning? So if you're using like this, compulsorily you need to have an aggregation. Aggregation means count star, or you can have sum of C balance. Clear? Something has to be there. If it is there, then it will make sense. Clear? We are grouping, and after that we are also doing some aggregations here. But you are not doing any aggregations, simply grouping and displaying the name. So that is not the purpose. Clear? If you wanted to display, and this is the better way of writing it, the same result set will be given, and this is the recommended query. Clear? If you want to get a list all branches, and this is not recommended. Why? Because group by is not there only to group the data. Group by is there. We are going to be using group by along with aggregations already. Compulsorily count star, sum of C balance, average C balance, minimum balance, maximum balance. Those things have to be there. Okay. If that is not here, then don't use a group by clause at all. Clear? Even though syntactically there is no issue. It is going to give you the data. But Microsoft and Oracle people are saying, hey developer, hey Bhaskar, you're writing perfectly fine, but this is not the purpose of a group by clause. A group by clause must be used along with the aggregations only. Aggregations means we know what are the aggregations. We know count star, sum, min, max, average. These five are called aggregations, right? So these functions, if you have it, then there is a meaning to the group by clause. Clear? So always the second thing is very, very important. What is the second thing here? Aggregation has to happen. Grouping is done. So after that, what is that you wanted to do? I wanted to do aggregation. If the aggregation is not happening, then there is no point, writing the group by clause anywhere. Clear? So this is the best query to understand, but not this query, not recommended query, because do not use the group by clause if there is no aggregation, where aggregation always in the select clause only. So you need to have count star, something like this has to be there. So for this query, list all branches. So this query will give you the beautiful performance and beautiful result set. Clear? I told my father, Dad, I wanted to go to America. And my dad asked, why you wanted to go to America? I'm replying, Dad, I wanted to work there. So my dad is saying, if you wanted to work in America, why can't you work in India? My dad said, you better work in India because you wanted to work, you have a job here, you better work in India. No, no, Dad, I wanted to earn more money. Yeah. So if you wanted to work, then you can work in India. So the second thing is very, very important. What is that? I wanted to earn more money. Because of that, I want to go and earn more money. If the second thing is not happening, then don't go to America. That is waste of time and energy. And you're leaving all the people in hometown and leaving there. So what is the purpose of going to America? Not to work there, right? So work is perfectly purpose. Purpose is not to work. Purpose is to earn money. So we are grouping not to simply group something. That is not important. We are grouping to do some aggregations. Aggregations is important. You're working in America to earn more money, or you wanted to get a better education, or you wanted to get better climate, better people, better civilization. Whatever you think is not available in your country, because of that you are leaving there, right? So that is the purpose of a group by clause. I wanted to group the data, not to simply group the data, group it, on top of that aggregate it. If the aggregation is not there, there is no meaning to the group by clause. That is the meaning. Clear? So this point is very, very important. A group by clause needs to be used only for aggregations. Don't simply write group by branch ID, group by gender, group by country. No, that is useless until and unless you have aggregations in the select clause. Now, one more thing I want to show you. Use distinct with aggregates. What is the meaning of this? I wanted to know, find out number of branches. Select, if I say select count star from A master, it is going to give me 64. Each row is a one count, right? It's going to be counting number of rows. But I wanted to know branches. If I put a branch ID, it is going to be giving still 64. But I wanted to know branches. We are having only 8, right? 9, right? You must use distinct branch. So this is the query. Distinct also can be used within the count as number of branches. Clear? So this is also one more query. We can use distinct with aggregates. How many branches are there in our bank? So we can use select a count of distinct BRAD from the account master table. So this is also one more important thing. Distinct is used to eliminate duplicate data at the time of displaying. Clear? So already we know this example, right? If you have a nulls will not get counted. Clear? So this completes a group by clause. Clear, guys? Group by clause is very, very important, and these are basic queries, whatever we are covering. Select, from, where, group by, then order by clause. And tomorrow we don't have class. Okay? I'm traveling tomorrow, guys. Sorry for that. And from day after tomorrow, we're going to continue. So tomorrow we don't have any class again, and from that, and we're going to again complete these queries. Another 1 week time I need to complete uh, the queries. Then we're going to start advanced queries. The basic queries will get over probably by in the next class. Then we're going to be starting with the advanced queries. Clear? Thank you, guys. Any other questions you have?